Good morning everyone. Today I'll be presenting on advanced CSS3 features. We'll explore modern tools and techniques in CSS3 that are essential for building responsive, interactive, and visually appealing websites. Here is the brief outline of what we'll be covering today. Introduction to CSS3, Transition and Animation, Flexbox, CSS Grid, Media Queries, Advanced CSS Selectors, Pseudo Classes and Pseudo Elements, Clipping and Masking, Units and Functions. Now, CSS3 is the latest evolution of cascading style sheets. It introduced new modules and features like animation, responsive design, and better layout techniques. Unlike CSS2, CSS3 modularized its features, allowing browsers to implement them incrementally. These advancements are crucial for creating modern, dynamic web applications. Moving on to transitions. Transitions allow us to create smooth changes between property value over time. For example, we can change the background color of a button on hover smoothly. With animation, we can define more complex behaviors using @keyframes. This is commonly used in loaders or interactive UI elements. Now, next is Flexbox. Flexbox is a layout model that simplifies the creation of flexible and responsive designs. It's ideal for aligning items along a single axis, either horizontally or vertically. With properties like justify content and align items, we can control the alignment and spacing of elements efficiently. Now, CSS Grid. CSS Grid is a two-dimensional layout system, making it easy to design web pages with rows and columns. Unlike Flexbox, which focuses on a single axis, Grid excels in creating complete page layouts. It's powerful for structuring design without excessive use of nested elements. Moving on to next, which is a media query. Media queries are foundation of responsive design. They allow us to apply CSS rules based on the device's size, screen size, orientation, or resolution. For instance, we can hide a sidebar on small screens or adjust font sizes dynamically. Now, moving on to advanced CSS selectors. CSS3 introduced advanced selectors for precise targeting. For example, attribute selectors allow styling elements with specific attributes, and NT-child makes it easy to select elements based on their position in DOM. Now, moving on to pseudo classes and pseudo elements. Pseudo classes like hover let us style elements based on user interaction, while pseudo elements like before allow us to insert content virtually. These are great for creating tooltips, decorative elements, and interactivity. Now, next moving on to is transformations. Transformations allow us to rotate, scale, or move elements in a 2D or 3D space. Combining these with animations create engaging effects like spinning icons or card flipping. Clipping and masking. Clipping and masking help us control the visibility of elements. Clip path let us shape content into circles, polygons, or custom shapes. Masking works with the gradients or images to create complex visuals. CSS3 introduced advanced units like VW and VH, which are relative to the viewport size, and powerful functions like tiles for dynamic calculations. These enhance the flexibility in layout. To summarize, CSS3 has revolutionized web design with features that enables creative and responsive layout. I hope this session gave you insights into these advanced tools. I'm happy to take any questions.